Guys, welcome to my channel. I am the Bigger Card Empress. Some of you guys may know me as Made for Love from my other channel where I channel messages for persons who are in the twin flame or higher level soulmate dynamic. So if you're in any of that, you may want to follow me on that channel. The link is in the description box and in the pinned comment. Now, our readings today are a little different. These decks are actually the decks I'll be using in the extended, but you're going to use it to guide you to your reading today, okay? So each of these have a different general reading. So if you choose the Mermaid Tarot, the reading that you're going to see is going to be a hibiscus on paper reading. And if you don't know what that's like, you can go into my other channel, Made for Love. I did one of those recently, so you can have a look and see if you want to go into that. So the first part of that will be a hibiscus on paper reading, and then the extended would be with this deck, which is the Mermaid Tarot, and it's all, the Amethyst Cave. That's by Dame Darcy. If you choose the Rose Quartz Heart and the Muse Tarot, in part one, or in the part that's in the general public eye, is going to be a candlewax reading, okay? And then if you choose Green Calcite with the Divine Dreams Tarot by our very own soul sister Emma, the first part of the reading is going to be these new tarot coins that I got. See, look at here, like we have the Hangman, okay? And these new tarot coins. I'm also going to use the story cubes, and I'm also going to be pulling some tarot cards. So this is like the tarot deck pile right there, okay? So we're asking today what's happening with your person. So you can either choose hibiscus on paper reading, candle wax reading, or the tarot pile, which is the tarot coins, tarot cards, and story cubes, okay? Or you can watch all of them and be done with it, right? All right, my love. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I'm going to be back with your reading. Pile one. So if you chose the Mermaid Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what the spirit want to talk about right now. What does spirit want to talk about right now? Let me just give it one little shuffle here. What does spirit want to talk about? What does spirit want to highlight about your connection right now? Okay. Underneath the deck we have freedom. Okay, so it looks like someone is because even here we see the boatman, like the Six of Swords energy. So someone is gaining their freedom after learning some sort of deep spiritual lesson. We have 23 reduced to 5, and that's the Hierophant. So let's see what spirit wants to bring to our attention. What's happening in your connection right now? All right, we have challenges, okay, and it's a card number 13, okay, and 13 is all about that death energy, that transformation, that awakening energy, and seeing everything, not trying some form of escape to escape from your problems. It's facing everything head on, assessing all the mountains that you need to climb and the rivers that you need to cross, and still doing it anyway because you want a freedom. You want your freedom. So this is the theme of this reading is it's freedom. Okay. So if you chose part one, it's the hibiscus reading, hibiscus on paper. Okay, I think that's enough for me to play in. I'm just going to put that right there. All right, so Maybe just run my hands through it just a little bit. Okay, good. Your person right now, they have a lot on their mind, because this reminds me of the brain here. Maybe that's why I had to run my hands through it. They might be even running their hands through their hair right now. You know, when people are just harassed, okay? So they're running their hands through their hair. They're trying to figure out how to systematically deal with the issues that they have identified in their life. Challenges that are really making them feel very unstable on their feet right now. They feel like a bit of a headless chicken. They're not sure what it is they are required to do at this time. I think there's a lot of drama, conflict surrounding your person right now. They feel like they are in the middle of a storm or some sort of tornado, and that everything is out of their control. There might be some sort of vicious gossip surrounding your person right now. And all this is causing some sort of wake-up call, right, with your person. I think your person was just, just trying to get by, doing what they needed to do to try to get by. But now it's like everything is kind of piling up, and they have to deal with it because everything right now is just out of control. It's out of control. Now, for some of them, it's not just obstacles of the mind. They're actual physical obstacles that they must surmount. And it's really challenging for a person right now, because I don't think that they're accustomed to dealing. I think they're accustomed to damming their emotions. Okay, so they just kind of compartmentalize, and they're just gonna put that dam right there. Not gonna deal with this shit today. And then the next day they say the same thing, and the next day they say the same thing. But after a while, with all the energy and the power that's rushing at the dam, the emotions and stuff start to make inroads until this whole dam collapses. And I think this is what has happened, okay, with your person. This whole dam has collapsed, and they have to face whatever it is that they've been putting off. For some of them, they've decided to plant new seeds, because I've seen this, it looks like, rose. They're going to plant new seeds elsewhere. And I am also getting as well that they're hard at work, but it's not work where they're trying to escape their reality. This work that they're doing is part of their getaway plan or their freedom plan. Okay? For some of them, they know that they have to stay grounded, so they might be spending a lot of time outdoors. A lot of them, part of their getaway plan has to do with working hard in the soil. So it could definitely be gardening or something like that. And for others, it's definitely a creative project that they're trying to ground into their 3D reality here. Okay, so they're putting systems in place right now. They're putting systems in place because they're realizing they can't live the same existence that they were living before. They have to face their challenges head on. Do you remember that show Sorrel? It's like a person has always been this masked figure, that figured that they had to save the day, right? Always wanted to save other persons, always concerned for the well-being of persons, may have envisioned themselves as a knight or a lady in armor, trying to put the world to rights, to right wrongs. But all they were doing really was trying to run away from their own problems. Your person's name might have a Z in it. I don't know. A Z or an N. So whilst they were out there saving the world, their own emotional and mental health was suffering. For some of you guys, your person might be in like the services, like military, police, fire officer, that kind of profession where a big ego is required just to save you from the harsh reality of what you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's not the kind of job that allows you to wear your heart on your sleeve or allows you to be emotionally open, because there's just so many things, so many negative things that you have to take in on a daily basis. And there's some persons who are mentally capable of operating efficiently in these jobs. But if your person is anything like you and heavily empathic, this is definitely not the job for your person. And in fact, it can cause more harm and injury than anything else. Because it's a denial of the emotional self, and every day you're just taking in something negative, something negative, something negative. You know, you see the ugly side of human nature just about every day. And for a person that's sensitive, that can be something that's soul crushing. So I do think that part of the drama that your person might be facing right now, or part of the difficulties that they're facing right now, is the fact that their job does not mesh with their personality and who they are inside. Okay, it's not in alignment with who they are. And this has them a bit out of sorts, because I think your person may have closely identified with their job, and may have even told you that they love their job. Okay, but it's like their job was slowly killing them inside, and they're realizing that now. So I see a person's very stressed, but it's stress from all fronts. Stress from all fronts. For some of them, they're having a bit of car problems now as well. It's like everything is going to shit all at once. Okay, but I see them in some sort of elevation right now. They're leveling up, because this looks like steps to me. And as they go up, the steps get a bit narrower. Okay, so they're definitely moving on up and they're elevating themselves. But, you know, it's tough going, because there's a lot of things that they need to push through in order to get to the top there. Before I forget, let me just write down the questions that we need to ask for the extended. Right, so far we have about 3 questions. What challenges are your person facing? What's happening to them at their job? And what's precipitated this awakening? Right, but I'm also getting as well that this awakening is not just happening to your person, but it is also happening to you. It's like a dark mist has lifted, and you both see each other clearly. You both see the connection clearly, and you both see the value of the connection. Oh, so it's like an electric coil. I think you guys are, like an electromagnet. I think you guys are like magnetized to each other right now, and the pull is so strong that it doesn't seem like the things that may have kept you apart in the past, the fences you guys may have built to keep each other out no longer matter. They no longer matter. You guys are like an electromagnet right now that will not be denied. I think the chakra that's very active for you guys is the heart chakra. And there's a lot of energy and resonance that's pouring out of both your heart spaces right now. So if some of you guys are feeling any kind of palpitations, of course you'll check your doctor. In your heart chakra, that kind of thing, and really thinking about your person right now, it is because of this. Now spirit is letting you know that the sun is coming out in this relationship, whereas there might have been a lot of hard times, and there are definitely a lot of challenges that still need to be faced. I think both of you guys are seeing that this relationship, this connection is worth the fight. Okay, both of you guys are seeing that this connection is worth the fight. It's like a diamond, that both of you guys want to protect. I'm also getting that a lot, both of you are getting a lot of downloads into the crown here. You guys are both clear channels for spirit, and you get a lot of downloads from your crown right now. A lot of telepathic messages from your person, but a lot of messages from your divine, from your ancestors, that are working hard to keep you guys on track. To keep you guys on track, because it looks like you guys had a choice point in the past, but you didn't choose each other. You guys walked away or gave up on each other in different ways, but now there's a coming together that's happening, and your ancestors are preparing the way for that. It's like I'm seeing an angel here, so there's an angel that's working on your behalf to bring peace and connection to this relationship, because the head looks like the peace sign to me. So there's definitely a protective angel that's working here to bring you guys together and to lead the way and to push this forward. I do think you're going to hear from this person. They're definitely coming to deliver a message, because it feels like 8 of Wands that's happening right now. And maybe when they come forward, it's going to be like a kind of verbal diarrhea. Here, I think they're going to have a lot to say. We're going to ask what do they want to say to you when they extended. But I do think you can expect swift action from this person, and it's really rare. And it's going to be kind of strange, because I think this person, they used to be a kind of clam, very closed in, very protected, but I think this person wants to open up and really show you their soft side and the treasure and the pearl that they have always kept guarded. Okay, I think this person had a hard time trusting people, and they've always been very self-protected, protecting their heart, protecting their innocence. There's something very innocent about this person. Oh my gosh. And they want to let it all out. Sorry guys. I want to let it all out. Oh my goodness. They want to let it all out. This person may have some kind of fascination with your hair. They may also like watermelons as well. I think also one of this person's defense mechanisms might be, the misuse of their voice. Like it, because this reminds me of like a jellyfish. You know, they're on the surface, they're quite innocuous, may even seem beautiful, but anytime you misstep with them, or you abuse them or mistreat them, they have all these tentacles and all these missiles that they can fire at you. There's a lot under the surface for this person. You know, what you see is just the tip of the iceberg. This person has a lot of depth that they want to share with you, because this person trusts you. This person trusts you. I think a person has a lot of people coming at them. I don't know if this is third parties or if this is all the situations that work, and maybe we can ask for all these people. And I definitely think that definitely people who are judging your relationship, have judged your relationship in the past, and have maybe been able to successfully influence your person to walk away from this relationship. Featured prominently is a masculine energy. Now, they don't have to be masculine in body, but the energy that's coming off of them is very masculine. I'm seeing I might be a leader of a tribal group, so a matriarch or patriarch, who seems to have a lot of influence on your person. I think this person was very vociferous in their objections to your relationship. And your person really respected and looked up to your person. Your person could also come from a culture where elders, the input of elders is very important. The blessing from elders is very important. And everybody's very clannish, like a tribe. And this looks like a beehive here. Okay, so maybe there's even a queen bee that might have been very vocal in what they expect from your person, and what they thought of this relationship. And then everybody just in the family just kind of fell in line with what Queen Bee had to say. And maybe Queen Bee's words were quite biting. And maybe a person just felt outnumbered by everything. They couldn't find their voice at that time. They were kind of passive, like Kermit. It's like Kermit the Frog. They wanted to say something, they want to fire back, but they just, in the face of the veracity of kind of Miss Piggy figure, they just couldn't find their voice, and they just thought, you know what, maybe it's just best that I just, I can answer this person's needs, and maybe even choose somebody else. Not recognizing that this person that might have been very influential, they're like a dinosaur, right? They're like a dinosaur, kind of outdated, had maybe very traditional views and things, and traditional views that may be obsolete at this time. Okay, I don't think your person recognized that. Well, until now anyway, they're realizing this person's a dinosaur. And a lot of the ideas that they may have been taught to believe, or a lot of their programming, they're realizing it's kind of prehistoric, really. Real caveman days kind of thing. So your person's also evaluating their core values. What do they believe in? What do they want to be guided by? What's their watchwords? What's their motto? And I think they find that it's very divergent from what they were taught to believe. I also think in the past that your person was a bit of a predator. Okay, they didn't see your humanity. They saw you as food, supply, to prop up their ego, to feed their voracious appetite. They didn't see you as a whole person, a human being. I think they may have objectified you. And once we objectify people, we devalue them, and it's easy to use and abuse them. And I think this is what your person probably did to you. And it's something that it's something that's been around. It's as old as time. Once we're able to dehumanize someone, then we can basically do anything to them. I mean, that's the basis of the Holocaust and any sort of slavery, African slavery, everything. This is the basis. It's a dehumanization of people. So I think your person's definitely seeing your humanity, and they're seeing that some of the challenges that they're facing now, even if not all, it's challenges that they created for themselves. And it's because they weren't really thinking, they were reacting with their reptilian brain, right? The reptilian brain, it doesn't process things in a logical or even emotional manner. It's just responding to stimuli. That's all it's doing. It's responding to stimuli. So I see a person, they have a bit of a learning curve that's happening right now, but they're definitely, they're growing, they're learning, and they're committing themselves to being better every day. I think they're flowering, and they're really discovering, who they are, and that's a really beautiful energy to be in. It's the discovery of the self. But the more you learn and grow and you discover yourself, is the more you may not be in alignment with those person that you may have been in alignment with before. So whilst your person, they're growing, they're branching out, they're trying new things, they're also leaving some persons behind. And that's, that's tough. That's tough to release that which no longer serves you. It's tough, but anyway, it's growing pains. They are being renewed. There's like this fresh leaf on a branch, okay, and they're having a renewal of their spirit. And as they heal themselves, they're also bringing a lot of fresh energy to their family tree, to their lineage. So there's that mission that they are accomplishing as well. Okay. Let me see if I get anything else from this. If not, then I will close off this reading. This reminds me of the card in the wisdom of the oracle, polar bear spirit. And polar bear spirit is all about the intervention of the ancestors. So I definitely think this is what's happening with your person right now. They're getting some assistance from the ancestors at this time, okay? And that's going to help them know they might grow. They might even be getting assistance from some kind of animal spirit guide, okay, that's leading them forward, okay? But there's definitely help from the other side and the astral realm that they are getting, okay? All right, I'm not getting anything else about you and your person and this connection right now. So let me get some advice for you. And when we go into the extended, we're going to ask the questions that we wrote down. But if you're not able to make it to the extended, let me get some advice for you here. So what's the advice for Power 1? Okay, underneath the deck. Right, so we know we're on point, right? New birth, God, vigilantly. So Spirit's saying that this relation, it's back in its budding stage, it's being reborn. And when things are being born, it's something that must be guarded and kept secret. Okay, so right now Spirit is saying move in silence, number one, and energetically and emotionally nurture and guard this new beginning. This is not to be displayed at this time, because this new beginning is not ready. It's emergent, and it has to be protected. Okay, we have Pandora's gift. Okay, so Spirit is saying, as you guys reveal your true selves, you guys are going to realize what a gift you are to each other, because I see this person here taking off their mask. It's like they were wearing their mask on their heart. So you are no different to your person, you know. I remember that energy radiating from the heart that I showed you guys. In the beginning, it's very much the same energy that I'm seeing there now. So Spirit is saying, you know, you're going to realize that both of you have a lot of gifts to share and give to the other person. And this love is going to open you guys up to a whole new way of being and of seeing the world. So it's a card number, what, 45? Hello. It's the bloody last card. Yeah, it's the last card in the deck. So you guys are at the end of a cycle here. All right, so it's Pandora's gift. There is a mythic woman, much maligned throughout history, whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as a curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is a hopeful voice of our soul that asks the question, and in doing so, triggers the process that brings the answers. Sometimes it's through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. And I think that's what you guys had to go through. You guys had to go through all these challenges, all these obstacles to recognize the treasure in each other. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that even seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. And they said, remember, they talked about this new life that's growing. As this shift takes place, you shall dare to look within your own being and find the light. You are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. So there's definitely a spiritual gift that's being unearthed through this connection, both for you and your person. There's a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. If you choose to develop and explore this seed, step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in your world. So poke your tongue out at the naysayers and turn your attention to the bright hope within. You were born to strut your soul stuff. So Spirit is saying, out of this connection, out of this, what might have been a lot of confusion and a lot of darkness, you guys are going to find a gift within each other, and they're going to find a gift within yourself. And this is a gift that needs to be nurtured. Okay, so take time to meditate, connect with your spirit, guys, because it looks like there's something, a spiritual gift that's about to be revealed to you, something new, something fresh that they want you to nurture and grow. Alright, my love, so that was your reading. I hope that it resonated for you. If you're able to, join me in the extended, and we're going to go through with the tarot some of these questions that came out here. If you're not able to, I'm thanking you guys for the lovely energy exchange that you guys do through buying me cups of coffee, supporting the coalition against domestic violence, clicking on the ads, clicking the likes, dislikes, the comments down below. They all help this channel expand, and I'm just so grateful for you. All right, my love, take care. Bye. About to, so if you chose the Muse Tarot and the candlewax reading, this is going to be your reading. So let's see what's happening in your connection right now. So I'm kind of limited as to how much I can shuffle because I've got that plate of water. So it's holy water, blessed water from the monastery on the hill. Let's see. So we're asking what's happening in your connection right now. We have here forgiveness. That's a beautiful energy. And you can feel just a kind of tenderness towards each other at this time. It's very soft. It's very loving. It's about equal giving and receiving here. It's very beautiful. Because this person's meditating, so they're receiving, and then their hands are out, so they're also giving. So it's about both people be giving to the connection, receiving from the connection, having themselves open. Okay, let me put this on the side. Got a lot of things going on my table already. All right, so we have soul symbol, and it's a card number 27. I think both of you are kind of introspecting and nurturing yourself at this time. And the more you nurture yourself is the more you see the value in this connection. You see the value in your partner, whatever this is. Okay, whatever label you've put on it, in their partner. Okay, both of you guys are listening to your soul song instead of the external noise that is happening right now. Okay. I think your person may be seeing synchronicities, or you might be seeing synchronicities. The numbers 222 are coming to mind, 777, 999 are coming to mind as well. What's happening here? Yeah, there are a lot of unseen forces working behind the scenes here to guide you guys home. That's what I'm feeling, home. Okay, so let's put this here. We're going to keep that in view, and then we're going to start with the candlewax reading. So if you missed the intro, I have 4 candles. Well, let me shift this over here. Or rather, 5 candles here, right? And each of them represents a different thing. The pink, we're going to ask what kind of downloads your person is getting right now. The blue, what do they want to tell you? The green, what are they feeling for you? The yellow, what are they triggered by? And the red, what's happening in their physical environment. Okay, so let's start with what downloads they're getting right now. Okay, so crown chakra on point here. I should have angled. Let me see if I can do this with my left hand. Okay, beautiful. It doesn't matter, and I should really be doing it with my left hand anyway, right? That's the hand that receives. All right. Hard and fast, a lot of shit happening in the hard and fast. A lot of downloads coming fast and furious. Maybe your person is a fan of the fast and furious, but this is what's happening right now. I'm getting a kind of overload, and to overload about several things. One, lots of downloads about this connection and about love itself and what love really means. And I'm talking fast because I don't want to miss anything that my guys are telling me, right? Okay, so all right, let me take it slow. So they're getting a lot of downloads about love and what love really means, because all these look like little rose quartz crystals right now. And maybe that's what this person's focus is on. Rose quartz, I often call it the Empress stone because it's all about unconditional love and healing. Okay, it's a very healing stone. It's very instrumental in heart healing. So I think this is what your person it's getting a lot of insight in, they're getting insight, a higher perspective on their core wounding and why they've conducted their relationships in the way that they've conducted their relationships. And how they conducted their relationships, they've always just ran away. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. And they didn't even know why the hell they were flying away. It was an instinct that they had just to get away. But they're realizing they've just been running from love, not wanting to be hurt again. So, I think they're reflecting on their romantic relationships, but they're also making a connection to what happened in the past. Trying to look at what's forming here. Yeah, I'm seeing some little bunny ears. So your person evolves. As soon as love's arrow is coming towards your person, no, no, thank you. I'll pass. I'll pass. Maybe next time. But as much as they're saying that, you are dealing with a romantic. So they will be saying all these things, but this person had always had dreams of, there's a lot of flowers for me here, romancing someone, giving flowers. I see a gallon of flowers forming. So maybe even, you know, a wedding or something, some sort of celebration of love. Part of them, there's also some dark energies in trying to interfere with their crown as well, but your person is keeping it to a minimum. I think at this time as well, your person is spending time apart from the people that are around them and really focusing on their spirituality, because this flame is very bright, big, and energetic. So I think right now, the crown chakra is one of the most powerful chakras that's working for this person. Okay, and it is working overtime. I could even say that your person might be kind of ungrounded right now and may have an overactive crown chakra. This is the energy of like pre-awakening. You just stay on the cusp. Everything is just falling into place, falling into place. It's just a lot, and you feel slightly overwhelmed. And it's at this moment that you might try to resist the awakening, because it's just too much. Can you really do this? Is this really happening? Are you crazy? That kind of thing. Those are the questions that you ask yourself. So your person, I think part of them wants to compartmentalize and forget all this shit is happening, but the downloads keep coming. Every night is something different. The downloads keep coming. And they're seeing the chain of events that set their life on the trajectory course that it has been in, particularly when it comes to love. So overactive crown chakra here, your person, they need to ground. That's what I'm getting. With regards to their feelings for you, let's see what Spirit has to say, or their insights regarding this connection. Let's put it like that. They are seeing that you are different from everyone else. Okay? Everybody else in their life is kind of on this side, kind of left brain. Because if I'm looking at it from this angle, left brain, and you're a lot more on the right brain, and a bit more cohesive. Look, I'm seeing some cohesion there. Okay, so they're seeing that you are different, and you're not afraid to push boundaries, and you're not afraid to integrate parts of yourself that people may not think are integratable. Okay, so you might be logical and creative. You might be spiritual and religious. You might be a feminist and yet traditional in many respects, right? So this person is accustomed to a lot of polarity, but you've kind of come and fucked up their world there. That little divide that they had going, you've kind of screwed that up. Okay, and just as you know how to bring ideas and people together, you know how to do that synthesis. I think right now this person, they're doing that synthesis as well. They're synthesizing all this information, but it's a lot of information for them to synthesize all at once. They see you as someone who is able to be, that can build things. You're a builder. Okay. You know, there's some persons, they can build anything, especially the foundations of something. Okay, so they'll call them in to build the foundations of Fortune 500 company. They'll call them in when there's a startup, that kind of thing. And whilst there are people that only know how to destroy, right? So you're one of those persons that know how to build something. You know how to take a big idea and ground it. You're the Empress. That's what the Empress does. So you're able to take things that are nebulous, tangible, all over the bloody place and really bring them together. And I think that's what you're doing for this person in their life. I think this person was fragmented, but you're showing them from your example how a person can be whole, how they could be everything and nothing at the same time. How to everything and nothing. How to live without labels, how to live without judgment, how to just be and not need to give it a name, put it in a box. So they're seeing, you're a solid foundation. That's what they're seeing there. You are a solid foundation. Okay. So those are the downloads that they're getting. They're seeing that this is love. It's not scattering your energy all over the place. It's creating something, bringing all the pieces of yourself together and creating something with somebody else who's already brought all the pieces of themselves together as well. That's what I'm getting, guys. All right. Cool. I usually have a little cup. Where's my daddy cup? Okay. Should be okay. Alrighty. Let us see what they want to tell you at this time. I don't think we have any questions from that part of it. I think that was pretty straightforward. Maybe we can ask if anyone in their life is noticing these changes. Because energy doesn't lie. And that shift in your energy, that shift in your consciousness and awareness, it doesn't go unnoticed. Maybe people won't say anything, but they know. Okay, this person don't want to talk to anybody. Okay, let's just put it that way. They don't want to talk to anybody right now. Okay, I think they are still integrating their truths. I think they have an awareness. There's a light bulb moment that has happened for this person. So they know they're meant for something bigger. They know they're meant to shine their light, but they're not ready to share this. They're not ready to share their truths. They're still trying to figure out what their truths are. They have a fair idea, but it's nothing that has completely crystallized. Okay, they are becoming still, but we'll see if there's any other message. What do they want to tell you? Put it a little close so I can see the formations. All right, this person is beating themselves up. Okay, I think they're really focusing on the past, and it's causing a lot of tower moments because I'm looking at the mass that's forming here, and it's kind of blue-black. And blue-black is the color I see in people's aura when they're having a tower moment. So right now, your person's having a massive tower moment right here. But it is laying the foundation for the authentic them. Okay, and I think they want you to know that whatever they are becoming is very cohesive with what they believe and the downloads that they are getting. For some of them, they're writing down some of these downloads and they're hoping to share these downloads with you in the future. Okay, I'm seeing two hearts joining here. Look right here. I'm seeing two hearts joining. So I think this person also knows that you are their counterpart, you are their twin. But they still have a kind of like fairy tale fantasy kind of notion of it. Um, it's not completely solidified in their mind as yet, but they're thinking about you a lot. There's only 2 times that they think about you, night and day. Night and day. They think about you. For some of you, they want to run away with you to some sort of resort. This person likes pools, jacuzzis, water, and they have a lot of fantasies about you guys being there. They want you to know that they realize now that you were always telling the truth. They didn't always think that. I think this person thought that you were maybe even mentally unstable. I think this person may have dismissed you as very emotional, because I'm seeing a lot of water gathering there. They thought you were just emotional, hysterical, but they were still intrigued by the things that you were saying, but now they're accepting a lot of these things as their truth. But they're also wondering if they're crazy. So they're not too sure either. They're wondering what's happening with them. What else do they want you to know? Okay, so it's spilling over onto the spiritual part of it. Okay, so they have a knowledge and awareness that this connection is deeply spiritual. They know that. And they hear you when you are speaking to them, and they may hear things that you are saying about them. A lot of them, recently they had some clairaudient gifts that came on stream, so they can hear you, and they have a lot of telepathy going on where you are concerned. For some of them, they're kind of testing it out right now. They're reaching out telepathically to you because they want to know if this is real. They want to know if this is the truth. So if you feel them kind of pulling on your energy, it's just them, they're trying to test the connection. They're trying to figure out, is this really real? Or is it some kind of figment of their imagination? What else is here? I'm also getting that they're starting to get an inkling of the work they need to be doing. I do think that there's some sort of idea that they're thinking about right now. And it's something that's meant to open up like a whole new world for this person. They're ready to have a fresh start, ready to leave an old foundation behind, and they want to do something that's more aligned. Why am I saying allied? Maybe this is a project that they do with friends, or maybe they view you as a friend and they want to do with you. But this is something that's been inspired by this love connection. So maybe we can ask what that is. What's this idea? So don't be surprised if this person comes forward speaking about this idea that they got and wanted to collaborate with you. It may even have some kind of spiritual bent, because I'm seeing that blue going around by the crown chakra yet again. So I think it's It's some sort of spiritual project. So it's true to them, but it is something spiritual. So we're going to ask about that. And it looks like this is something that they want to discuss with you here. Okay. All right. Not getting anything else from this candle. All right. So let's have a look at what are they feeling for you at this time, their feelings. Okay. So, their heart is closed. They're protecting their heart. Ooh, I'm not going to speak on it. They're protecting their heart at this time. And they're protecting their heart, and they're protecting this connection from gossip. Every time I get my mouth too close to the candle, like it wants to out. Okay. They're recognizing that this that they're feeling here is very fragile, and that it needs to be nurtured. Okay. And there's a lot of energies around it that does not want it to thrive. See what I'm saying? Oh, shit. And they don't want to get burnt either. Oh my gosh. That was not good. They don't want to get burnt either. So what they're doing, I think they're observing you. Because that was my eye drops alarm again. They're observing you. They don't want to get burnt. They've already been burnt by love. And they don't want to get burnt. So I think they're observing you. So as much as they know that this connection is the truth, I think this person's still very protective over their heart. Your person may also be dealing with either a clear and present, that's what I heard, a clear and present betrayal, and they're seeing the truth of that. Maybe they also had an inkling that either a family member or an intimate partner or a partner in business had screwed them over. But now your person is acknowledging it, and they're pulling up their sleeves and realizing they have to deal with this. They have to deal with it. They can't run away from it. They can't ignore it. They can't try and pretend that it isn't there. But they're hurt. By whatever this is, they are hurt. We can ask what this is. We're going to ask why the flame was so small. And we're going to ask, depending on the answer, we're going to ask about betrayal. Yeah, they are very protective over their heart. Let me get a little closer so I can see the formations. So as much as, they're having this heart awakening, they're not ready to be as open as they can be. And it's not because they don't accept their feelings, they do. But they're wondering, should they take a chance? Should they take a chance again? Whatever this person went through, it really cut deep. And this is what's causing them to introspect as well. I think this might have been what even pushed them into dark night of the soul, to be honest. I think for some of them, the betrayal or the pain might have been so great. This is what caused them to turn to spirit. Turn to spirit, and it was just like a harsh truth. A harsh truth. But the thing with, betrayal, heartbreak, grief, it cracks you wide open to love, new experiences, to relying on others, and I think, and to truth. You see the world in a different way. That rose-colored glasses or whatever glasses you were wearing or scales, it just falls off and you see things as they are. And I think this is what's happening with your person. There's some kind of grief that they're going through here. So it may not even have to be betrayal. It could have been the loss of something, maybe a loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, a loss of a pet. You can see the flame is more vibrant than before. So at the end of the day, this is going to make their heart more expansive, and it's going to make them more expressive when it comes to their emotions, but they have to go through the healing process right now. They're being kind of defensive with their heart. That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting anything else. I don't think they want to tell us anything else with this, actually. Okay. Let's see, what are they triggered by at this time? 1 second. Okay, so we're going to ask, what are they triggered by right now? Okay. Not as big as the crown chakra candle, but definitely something has triggered them here. Let's see what it is. What is that for me? Oh, wow. All right, so what are they triggered by? They're triggered by issues of self-worth. I mean, we can ask. We're going to ask. But this is what I'm getting with this candle that's out. That's like a dim solar plexus. All right, so we're going to ask, what are they triggered by? But right now, this person, all their confidence is gone. Whatever has happened, whatever heartbreak, grief, whatever it is, this person's self-confidence is gone, kaput. Okay, so if you are a medium and you're looking at this person's solar plexus chakra, their solar plexus chakra either has some kind of portal, or their solar plexus chakra might be gray or even moving anti-clockwise. Okay, so they're feeling really low. Their self-esteem has been crushed. Yeah, the fire has gone out of this person. All the cockiness, all the bravado, it's gone. It's the ego death. It's gone. Okay. And a lot of inner child wounding, because I'm hearing a baby starting to cry. So all the inner child wounding has come to the fore. All right, let's see what's going on in their physical environment. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing 2 foundations here. Okay. One foundation is connected to their spirituality, and that's ever growing. And there's this other little one that's right next to it, okay, that they were working on, it looks like. This person feels torn in two. I think this person was given to 2 situations, okay? Yeah. They were given to 2 situations. They might have even have been recently the birth of a child. But what has happened is that they're realizing only one of the situations that they might have been given to is close to their heart, and it's close to their spiritual beliefs. Yep, it's definitely a spiritual connection there. I think they're deeply triggered. They feel very unstable. They may even feel like how they felt when they might have been a child growing up. I feel they feel very powerless here. Powerless against this love. There's this little heart that's forming. Yeah, powerless against, there's some kind of spiritual connection that they're connected to. And it's just something that they can't control. I see the form of a baby here. So this is definitely inner child wounded, or there might be some sort of pregnancy on arrival of a newborn that's happening. If there's been an arrival of a newborn, this newborn is also deeply spiritual, starseed energy. This spiritual connection has taken over their whole life. And whereas they might have had obligations and a lot of roles they may have taken on in another situation, their mind, their heart is consumed. The energy is all involved with whatever spiritual connection this is. And it's just taking over their whole life. They're trying to protect their heart from the brunt of it by setting up big boundaries. But it's only a matter of time before that dam breaks and their heart opens to this. Yeah. It's taken over their whole life. Which tells me that people are noticing. They are noticing. It's spilling over to every aspect of their life. And they have had to close the door on a lot of people that they may have resonated with before. All their friends, their acquaintances. This spiritual connection right now is an obsession. And I don't think it's a healthy one, to be honest. Because they think about absolutely nothing else. It's taken over their whole life. I think they have seen a future with this connection. They get spiritual dreams and insights about this connection. It's taken over their whole life. Now, it's spread into their truth. You see that? It's spread into their truth. They're accepting it as their truth, but they're trying to protect their heart from this. But it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Whatever happens in the 5D will go on to the 3D. It's only a matter of time. But before it spills over, but it's already taking over their 3D world. Okay, so that's what I got from that. So, let me give you some advice because I think this person is absolutely obsessed on the call from Spirit. What's the advice for you? So if you're able to join me next time, we're going to ask those questions. Let's see what we get there. But if you can't join me next time, let me give you some advice. Underneath the deck, we have Priestess of Divination. Okay, so this is a call for you to step into your power and to rely on your own intuition. You have a knowing as to what's happening here. You have a knowing. Okay, that's the advice. We have a Bastet, and it says, guardian and protectress. So just let you know, this connection is deeply protected at this time by a lot of unseen guardians, ancestors, power animals behind the scenes. For some of you guys, you might resonate with big cat energy. They're all these protector spirits that are working to bring life back into this connection. We see the Ankh here. So Spirit is asking you to follow your intuition at this time. Let's read Bastet. 1 second, guys. Gosh, I hope my eyes can take this darkness. Bastet, the perfumed protectress, is an Egyptian cat goddess. She was once known as Bast, associated with the sun and the lioness. But over the years, she became Bastet, the cat goddess, who is now also a moon goddess. Cats are protectors of the home and are sacred to her and her cult, where they are protected and even venerated. Any harm done to a cat was once considered a crime against the goddess herself. She is a protectress of the hearth and home, cats and other domesticated animals, as well as women and children. She has the ability to transform into a fierce warrior when brought to anger. She is cunning and fast, yet also protective as a cat. Images and statues of Bastet are used to ward off all manner of evil spirits, thieves, illnesses, and even fire. She is known as the mistress of delight. She is the goddess of sensuality, who loves to enjoy music, dance, and physical pleasure, and who also loves to see us enjoying life and our earthly bodies. Her name is associated with perfume, as the hieroglyph for her name is the same as that of the Bas jar, which is used to hold expensive oils and perfumes. When angered, if angered, if she was angered, rituals encompassing dance, flowing wine, and sensual presence were done to appease her. So the message here is know when to seek action and know when to be still. Know when to give up and when to receive. Release your need for complete control or perfection. Become an observer in situations and walk the middle path. Stay safe from harm by avoiding dangerous situations. Be cautious as you move around risky circumstances. This could refer to many situations, including investments and relationships. Celebrate your sensuality, whether you are single or with a partner. Remember, sensuality is a part of you in everything you do. It is not only about how sexy you feel, but it's also about deeply appreciating those things that affect your senses. Create moments in your daily life that bring you great delight and satisfaction. Call on Bastet to clear away fear and restore positive energy to your life. When you need protection for yourself or loved ones who are in harm's way. When you are a mother, wife, daughter, or girlfriend in need of protection. So there's a lot of emphasis on protection. So right now you have to ramp up yours. Okay? There's also a call to enjoy life and to also be fearless. Call her for her protection when you need tapping into the full spectrum of sensual delights available to you. And call on Bastet to remind you that you are a gorgeous being with a beautiful soul, and your sensuality is a manifestation of your sacredness and connectedness to divine source. And the actions that I want you to do is spend time moving your body to music, doing yoga and listening to music that's celebratory and uplifting. Take time to bask in the rays of the sun or by the fire. Read a book and make moonlight milk baths with the fruit drops of your favorite essential oils, and enjoy essential pleasures like food, delightful scents, and good stones to work with it at this time is obsidian, jet, hematite, amethyst, amber, smoky quartz, and red garnet. Okay. Alright, my loves, so that was your reading. I hope it was helpful to you. If you're able, join me in the extended as we look a little deeper into some of the questions that came up as we did this reading. If not, I'm grateful for everything that you do for this channel, your energy exchanges through Buy Me Cups of Coffee, celebrating, supporting the coalition against domestic violence in my country, buying the extendeds, clicking on the ads, making comments, subscribing. They all help our community expand and grow, and I'm grateful for you. My love, take care. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Divine Dreams Tarot by our very own soul sister Emma and the green calcite, this is going to be your reading. So as I told you in the intro, in the first part of the reading, or the general reading, we're going to be using the story cubes and the tarot coins, and then in the extended we are going to use the tarot. If I have to use the tarot to clarify something, I definitely will, but we're going to start with the story cubes today. So what we're asking is, what's happening with your person right now? What's happening with your person? Oops. Somebody ain't happy. Somebody is flipping mad. Look at right here. Okay. Lightning and thunder. They are pissed off. Okay. I usually read it in order. I'll leave it like that. What am I getting here? Guys, you were dealing with a player, okay? Somebody that took pride in their big balls. Whether it's the balls down there or the balls on their chest, okay? Somebody, yeah, they were a player. They were messing around, and I do think you might have been dealing with someone, very egotistical, okay, with this loudspeaker here, okay? Everybody had to take notice of them. It's someone who likes attention, okay? I think this person's heart was really locked off. It was closed, and they weren't interested in love and in looking at life in a different light, or diving deep. I think this person was just very interested in being superficial and in being flashy. But what I think people didn't understand is that all this was just a cover for how they were feeling inside. I think this person may have battled depression their whole life. Okay, I don't think this person has an optimistic view or outlook on life, and I think there are a lot of hidden resentments that this person has. A lot of hidden resentments. I think they've been down many paths. I think this person has a lot of life experiences, and things just have not panned out the way they wanted it to, and maybe their life has been in some kind of downward spiral. I mean, since they were a child, okay, since they were a child, so they may project an image of happy, happy, happy days, happy, but really they're not. They're not, and they're not standing in their power. This is a sunflower. Okay, so we're thinking about a sun card. The sun card is Leo. It is Ra, the highest vibration of masculine energy. This person has not been standing in their power for a long time, giving their power away. Okay, and that's what you do when you just kind of throwing around your sexual energy. You're giving your power away, because sexual energy is creative energy. It's life force energy. And I don't think it's any coincidence that before I started this reading, I was reading up. It's a book by Judy Hall. It's something with Egyptian sex magic. And like literally the very first sentence in the book is that sex is one of the most powerful forces on the earth or in the universe. And all your person was doing was just banding it around, throwing it around. That's what they were doing, right? Throwing it around. And now they feel lost. They feel lost. They realize now that everything that they were doing, life just has no meaning. They're disenchanted. Absolutely disenchanted. And I think they're realizing their true state of mind now, because I think they got played. So somebody returned the favor. Somebody returned the favor. And I don't think they just returned the favor. I think people know about it. I think this person has broadcasted it. Or maybe they play with the wrong person. Maybe that could be it. Okay? Maybe they play with the wrong person, but this person has broadcasted it. So I don't know if it's on social media. I don't know if this person has been maligning your person, talking about them in the streets, calling them out of their name. But people know about your person, and people may even know about secrets that they may have locked away. Secrets that they may have confided in this person that played them. I think this person has broadcasted it to the streets, and I think some of it is about your person's childhood. Your person may also have some kind of addiction here, okay? And they may even be telling people that your person has some sort of, again, addiction, and they might be telling them about some kind of twin flame connection. That's what I'm getting with that. But they're broadcasting it to all and sundry. This person has some sort of platform. This person that's broadcasting this has some sort of platform here, and they are telling everybody about what your person has been up to. So your person is experiencing the proverbial rainy day. They're experiencing the proverbial rainy day. You know when everything just goes wrong? The minute you step outside the door, it starts to rain, and then a car will pass and splash you from head to toe with mud, And then after that, you might just get dry and then you spill coffee all over your shirt. And, a real kind of Mercury retrograde vibes. Something like that. Something like that, When Murphy's Law is just, the order of the day. Your person may have experienced something like that. Oh, this is what they're going through. And I don't think it's just a day right now. And I think they might even be spending a lot of time on the couch. They may not even be opening their door to people. I think they're really depressed. But what this is doing is giving them time to finally introspect and slow down and introspect. Because all this that they were doing, going here, going there, whatever it is, being loud, being loquacious, that kind of stuff, was just to throw people off and for them not to face their pain. But now they have to face their pain. They might even be hiding from the outside world, quite frankly. They might even be hiding from the outside world right now. So this is causing them to take a magnifying glass to self. But I'm also getting as well that they might also be keeping an eye on you. Look, I see the cell phone here. So they're looking deeply into you as well, because they see you as a star and they see you as a star that got away. They see you as a star that got away. When we go through these life events and we sink into, that dark night of the soul, it really makes us evaluate our lives and the people who are important. It has a way of showing us who is important in our lives. And I think that's what this person's realizing. And it's like the idea just came to them like a bolt of fucking lightning. Oh my God. This is the one, This is the one. This is my comfort zone. This is where I feel safe. I need to go see this person. Clocks are ticking. So this is where they're at. Their clocks are ticking. They're realizing, they suddenly had newsflash, right? Newsflash. They suddenly realize what's important, who makes them smile, who brings joy into their world, who's always encouraged them to be the best, who's the person that saw the diamond inside of them, even when they were being very robotic and closed off. And they're like, oh my God, how do I get this person back? Stop in the name of love. Okay, yeah, it's too late for me to do that. I'm usually an okay singer, but not today. But yeah, stop in the name of love. They don't want you to go anywhere. And even if they have to ride on a bloody bicycle to get to you, they're coming. They were blind. They weren't seeing clearly. They weren't seeing their life clearly. They weren't seeing themselves clearly. They weren't seeing the people that they were dealing with clearly. I don't know. They're giving me an image like an entourage, or maybe a superstar, someone who fashioned themselves a superstar, right? They thought they were a superstar, but just surrounded by people that weren't genuine. Just surrounded by people that were just there to enjoy the good time and eat them out of house and home. And then when you don't have anything to eat and they can't feed off of you, they're like vultures. They're gone. They realize they've just been surrounded by vultures. And when they reflect on how they have given their power away, how they may have walked away from something special just to please these vultures and just to be the life of the party and just to be out there, and to be seen, they're angry. And they might be projecting that anger onto other persons, but in truth and in fact, they're really angry at themselves. And they're angry at themselves because they didn't recognize who they were. Yeah, and then their starseed energy, So I feel like your person drowning themselves in their creature comforts. For some of them, they might be drinking. Some of them eating is coming up again. So they might be binging, that kind of thing. But what they really want to do and what maybe they don't want to face is like they want to come towards you. But how? How after everything that has transpired? This person may have even maligned you. Okay. Rained on your parade. Criticized you. Okay. Tried to shut you down. Because you were shining bright. How do they come back or return to the person that they left behind? This is the question, guys. This is the question. Anyway, let's go into some of these tarot coins here. That's the first time I'm going to use these, actually. Kind of annoying to hear, so you can cork your ears. This is really annoying. Let me get about 6 of them and let's see what happens. You'll see before me. All right, so we have the Hangman. I'm not going to read reversals. If they were, I'd throw them on my desk, I would read reversals. So we have the Hangman going on here. We have the 9 of Cups. Yeah, their life has been turned upside down. We have the 10 of Swords. I knew it would come out because this is the kind of shit that makes you reflect, right? When you're heartbroken. It's grief, really. We have the 6 of Wands. We've got the Fool. That clown hat looking real big today, boy. And we have the 7 of Wands. So what I'm seeing is someone who's very self-protective at this time. I think they might be healing, licking their wounds, really. Licking their wounds. That's what I'm seeing here. And just reflecting on their life and reflecting on what they thought was it. Everybody has a sense of what it's going to look like when they have arrived, when they have achieved everything, when they have, actualized, when they've actualized. And this person thought, with all these people all around them, all these distractions, because that's what it was, with all these distractions all around them, that they had arrived, right? That they were at the top of their game. But now they realized it was just ego. They were just a clown. They were just a clown. Clowning around, playing pretend at life. They weren't really living, really. They were like a caricature of life. Existing but not really participating in life. That's what I got there. So whatever's happened, and it looks like there's been some sort of betrayal. Maybe we can ask that in the extended. What's this betrayal that's happened here that's causing them to introspect like that? We'll ask about the betrayal in the extended, or maybe even now, depending on if we have time. And it looks like we're going to have time. So it looks like there's been some sort of massive betrayal, and I do think it's these people that they had standing around, because there was never any loyalty. Okay, just some kind of very loose ties. There's some people that don't know the difference between friends and acquaintances, right? They just like to have a lot of people around. It's people hoarders. I call them, what do I call them? It's the amorous narcissists, right? Where they have all these people. They collect people. Right? And as supply. They collect people. So they had all these people around, feel on top of their game, and all these people, they basically, that's, boost you up, gas you up, but there's never anything genuine. So it could have been any one of these people. It didn't even have to be an intimate partner, because quite frankly, in this reading, I'm not even feeling like it was an intimate partner, to be honest. I really think it's someone that they thought was a friend. Might have even been a co-worker. That's the vibe that I'm feeling. I'm not feeling that it might have been an intimate partner. I'm not feeling that yet. Right. We'll go into it deeper and see what we get. Right. So they thought they were on top of the world, but now that this has happened, whatever this is, we're gonna ask what that is. Now they're getting a different perspective on life, and as I said, a different perspective on themselves. So we get back the same story, right? So this is confirmation. All right. They had to fall to see this, to see themselves appropriately, to really see the man, the woman, the them in the mirror. This is someone who was refusing to introspect because they were afraid of what they would find there. This person's been wearing this egoic mask since they were a child. They don't know anything different. They've forgotten what the real them looks like. So now they're trying to figure out what is true happiness. And I think they've figured it out. That's why they're thinking about coming towards you. We're going to ask what's their idea of happiness now. Shall I ask before and after? Yes, and let's do a before and after and do a kind of contrast, you know? Right. So they're re-engineering their idea of happiness. And it's all because of this heartbreak here. Okay. So now they're learning that they have to follow their intuition. They can't continue to follow or lead the crowd, quite frankly. They have to follow their intuition, and their intuition is telling them, take a leap of faith. But this time, set those healthy boundaries. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. Work on your self-esteem. Detach from whoever this group is. Detach from them. Work on your self-esteem. And self-esteem is recognizing that you are valuable enough to have boundaries and to show people how to treat you. So this is a lesson that it looks like your person is learning late in life. But it doesn't matter what time you learn it. Once you do, and I think they're definitely learning. So we have a lot of time. So let's go into the tarot here, and we're gonna ask about this betrayal. Okay, let's ask about this betrayal. Spirit, tell us about this 10 of Swords. Talk to us about that. Okay, we have the World. Something that was once important to your person has ended, but it feels like the whole world has come to an end, has come crashing down. That's what it feels like to me. But this has cracked them open, to spirituality, the cosmos, to their own divine self. So it's meant to happen. Tell us about the 10 of Swords, Spirit. What's that about? Okay, so we got a 3 of Pentacles going on here, right? So it's definitely a third party energy. So even though I wasn't feeling it, they're bringing up an intimate partner here. Okay, so definitely some sort of karmic partner. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yes, it does look like Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups. I'm definitely feeling a third party. For some of you, it might still be one of their friends. And then we have the King of Wands. All right. So what has happened here? Your person was a good time boy, good time girl, good time them. Okay? Life of the party kind of thing going on here. Look, them 3 of Cups, right? Which is my wine, woman, and song card. Or you can insert any gender or non-gender inside of there. But basically, it's just disassociation, basically. That's all you're doing. It's escape. So whatever you do to escape. So whether you immerse yourself in some sort of alternate universe, you immerse yourself, you're a chronic TikToker, right? You're a chronic TikToker. You're immersing yourself you're on YouTube. You're partying all the time. Every time there's a big, what we call a fete, right, which is a big street party, you're there. It's because you can't be alone, right? You're not willing to face your own demons. This is what the person was doing. So they had invested in something, really put a lot of time and energy into this with this 8 of Pentacles. And I think there might have been somebody special here, okay? So it could have definitely been an intimate partner. Okay, for some of you, it's definitely an intimate partner. But I think your person was in so many different things to ensure that they were never alone. Okay, so life at the party at work, life of the party in the party, right? Surrounded themselves just with people, to be distracted. But it looks like, this third party, I feel, had a third party. That's what I'm getting. So this thing that they invested all this time and energy into might have even been a project at work. I'm really getting a work vibe, right? Or some kind of platonic vibe. Even a project at work. This person just stabbed them in the back, man. Stabbed them in the back. And I think at first your person tried to deal with it as they usually do, by partying it away. or, you know, the usual, whatever's their go-to addiction. But now they're realizing they have to change their life. So all this had to happen in order for a person to stand in their power with the King of Wands. Okay? So game face on. That's what they're at. That's where they're at right now. They're at game face on. Game face on. And it looks like there's something there. There's something that they've seen that they want to pursue. So let's ask about that. Tell us about this King of Wands and what he wants to pursue right now. All right, so we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have an Empress coming through. Hey, that's you. We have the Hierophant. So a lot of earth energy coming through here. I think the only one that probably was not earth is that Three of Cups, and then we have Leo with the King of Wands. But look, we have Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. We have the Empress, which is Taurus and Aries, and then we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, yeah, so what are they focused on? They're focused on you. And they're trying to figure out, because this is someone who's trying to figure out something. They're trying to figure out how they can come back around. And this is going to be a feat because I think this person fucked you over. Look at it right here. Look at it right here. And you see, that's why they got that piece of karmic justice right there. Okay? They fucked you over. They sure did. They sure did. So they had to go out. They took the scenic route back to you. So they went on that whole big journey just to return to their counterpart. Because look, we have the moon and the sun here. Look, we have the DNA entwined. All that to come right back to the Empress. So now they want to offer this, you know, this solid offer. Now they want to be there. They're not even sure if they should. Because they feel like you are going to shut them down. Let's get an idea of what was this person's idea. What was their idea of achievement and happiness before all this occurred? What was the idea of achievement before all this happened? What was the idea of achievement? Or, you know, I have arrived. We have the Six of Wands. It's ego. We have the Queen of Cups. That's interesting. You're coming back again. This person betrayed their heart. They betrayed their own heart, and that is why somebody has betrayed them. This person has always seen you. So we have Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy. We have King of Pentacles, Taurian energy. You've always been there. Knight of Swords in reverse. This person has always seen your value and seen you in their life. They just never told you shit. They never told you anything. But they have always seen you as somebody that they wanted in their life. Because we asked, what was their idea of Nine of Cups, of happiness before? We have fame and fortune. We have you. We have them, you know, being the King of Pentacles, you know, doing well in the material world. But it just never told you anything. And instead of them aligning with their vision, they betrayed their heart and pursued something else. Oh man, this is getting kind of sad. So what's the idea of Nine of Cups now? So they've always thought that you were a prize. But I think maybe from this I'm kind of seeing, because the Knight of Swords is there in reverse, I'm kind of seeing that the way they view it is kind of like a trophy. An object to acquire. That's what I feel here, especially as it's near to the Six of Wands. So they've always seen you as an achievement, but it's more just as you would acquire any other object. That's what I feel with that though. What's their idea now? We have Page of Cups. Oh, that's kind of innocent and very sweet. We have the Ace of Cups. They're in their feels. They're in their feels. We have the Four of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands. Oh, wow. They are in their feels. So what do they think is happiness? What do they think is I have arrived now? They're ready for something deeper. They're ready for love. They're ready for love, and they want to start slow and eventually build to this Ace of Cups. They're realizing that they have to start with self-love. That this life that they were pursuing, this life where they were locking people out of who they really are and being uber defensive, just didn't work out for them. In fact, they were quite bored with that life that they were living. They're ready for something deeper. Their idea of happiness now is love. For some of them, they might want a child. But their idea of happiness now is love. Offering you a cup, telling you about their feelings. Something deep. Something lasting. Making peace with you. Little dove of peace is up there. Making peace with you. They're ready for something deeper. This life that they were living that was very superficial, they're ready for something more. Well, ain't that nice? Okay, so I'm going to go into the extended. We're going to get some messages from a person. We're also going to look at your person's intentions towards you. And we're going to look at their actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading, okay? But in case you can't join me in the extended, let me get some advice for you for this situation. What's Spirit's advice for this situation? Yeah, they had to go through all of that to recognize that they were meant to live a deeper life. They were just skimming the surface, you see. Be the hunter, not the hunted. So Spirit is saying, listen, if this is what you want, align. Align to it. Don't stay there like a sitting duck waiting for this person to pray. You align to it, but use your wisdom. Use your wisdom. Go after what you want. Okay, we have heaven sent. Interesting. So what I'm getting here is that this is a very spiritual connection that that's what I'm getting. It's deeply spiritual and you know it, right? Because that crown is on fire there. It's deeply spiritual and you know it. And this is not time to be in your ego and betray your heart like this person betrayed their heart. If it is that you still have feelings for this person, align. It's a card number 33. I also think that this connection may have been the beginning of a spiritual awakening for you. And the best is yet to come. All right, let's see 33. Let's have a look at 33. It says heaven sent. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all, at least not consciously. Sometimes it's our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might feel or might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there's a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon will be, in the form of a spiritual gift. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that may seem ordinary but holds a lot of meaning to you. It may be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think that you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it's the underlying energy that captivates you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. That is just a wrapping. The actual gift is subtle, yet effective empowerment. This oracle brings to you a message. Let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. If you have drawn the oracle of collaborative dreamings, then this message is amplified. This oracle also comes with a message that you are to trust in the things that you may feel and say to others without knowing why. It moves them. You may not understand, but through trust, you are allowing yourself not to overthink and censor yourself. Now there's a healing process here. So you hold your hand to your heart and say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me. With complete trust and gratitude, so be it. Okay? So you've done good work and Spirit is about to bless you with something deeply meaningful and I think life-changing. And Spirit is asking you to say yes. Okay? Alright, my love. So if you can, join me next time. And if not, I just want to say thank you for everything that you do for this channel. It is greatly appreciated. Much love. Take care. Bye.